said about him, no matter how I feel about him, he's a very smart businessman. And Latrice, she seems very ambitious. And so me and my wife were happy for him.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Little TV DVD. I am about to give it to you real and raw like I do. I am about to bring you the episode recap of Belle Collective. We're gonna get right on into it. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around. We're gonna get into the episode. Please comment when you come into my house. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button, and you will be notified when I upload a video. Some of this is going to be, some outside tea. So I want you to go ahead and remember that everything is alleged in my opinion. Now, what I'm what I'm recapping from the show is what I'm recapping from the show. But I'm gonna throw in some outside tea because LATESHIA and LATRICE went live right after the episode, and I'm going to discuss what they discussed. So the episode opens up and we have Cliff, and they're getting prepared to do Cliff and LATRICE. They're getting prepared to do the grand opening of Taste and Goddess Links. And, she's feeling some kind of way because everything is not going according to plan. The sound was too big. Cliff said, so what he said was, I'm interpreting, because you have to interpret for subtitles. He said that, I believe he said he paid for a $3,000 sign, they brought an $8,000 sign, and he wasn't paying for it. That might be, see, Marie is right here. This girl is protected because you don't put it out there now, Marie. You retracted it and backpedaled and put out, but it's out there now, so we know what the deal is. That's probably why they didn't show this lawsuit. What about that lawsuit that she lost for $150,000? Can we see that? Nah, y'all ain't gonna show that because now I see that she is the Giselle of this show. She's protected, and I realized by this episode, Marie was right. All this time I was like, Marie, ooh, you get on my nerve. You starting shit, you in shit, you full of shit. Every kind of piece of it I could think of with Marie. And now I realize that this girl pulls strings behind the scenes. I started to notice it. I started to notice it last year when she sprayed Marie with those, some kind of, or it might have been, it was between Marie. It was one of the real estate girls. It was between Marie and Gucci. About how they were paying for the land, how they owed land taxes or some old bullshit like that. The point is, I noticed that she will throw a rock and hide her hands. And I think I've talked about this before. I have to go back and look at one of my videos. See, I think I talked about how she throw her hand, throw the rock behind her hand. And then she hid behind the fact that she got more family there than everybody else too. We're going to get into that. So I found out how those Cannon girls get down when I went to Jackson State. So now we have Selena in a bad wig as usual. And they're talking about, you're going to be perfect. You're going to be great. So, that's what Selena's job is, to blow smoke up Latrice's ass. Because I told y'all, when y'all begging for this lady to come on the show, all she was going to bring was her fan base. Other than that, what? Come with the tea. Let me know. What did she bring? Yeah, I got you. Nothing. So she's in there. She made a nice drink. Okay, that's the first thing we saw her do. That was imperative to the show this season. Latrice in there with her movements and her extra body movements. Yeah, well, she's the best in Jackson. I mean, she got experience. Hell, she was at the first Hooters in Jackson. Y'all pay attention to what I'm saying. Okay, that's an experience. So we go down to the word of worship with Marie. Now, mind you, I told y'all last episode when I saw Jeff at the end of this episode with that perm. I was like, big perm, big perm. I was like, oh, that's a pimping preacher with a perm. And then I realized, I said, hold up, don't say that. That's your old preacher. But I can't say that because I no longer deal with anything involving church or the Caucasian man's religion. But that was my church. I was with him when he was at Anderson, and then some controversy happened with him at Anderson. Then they moved him. He was at the funeral home. Child, y'all know I must love this man if I follow him to the funeral home. Okay. Then he said he wanted to build his own church. And so with us and the charter members of that church, when he went to the funeral home, I can't remember the name of the funeral home, and it was on Northside Drive. When he went to that funeral home and we moved to I-220 to Word and Worship, we all had to vote on the name. I was involved in that. And even though I am no longer with any religion ever again, anything that proselytized and victimized my ancestors, I don't work with it, honey. We don't do that over here. And Christianity did that, even though a lot of people are concerned about why Marie and Soguchi and LATESHIA were able to dress in these types of clothes. It's because Word and Worship is a non-denominational church. And that is the one thing that attracted me to that church, because when we were at Anderson, it was Methodist. So I was Methodist when I went to Anderson because I joined Anderson. But like I said, when he moved over just across the street, I thought that was messy. When they kicked him out of Anderson and he moved over across the street to Word and Worship, he decided to make it non-denominational, and then we voted on it and we agreed that the church would be non-denominational. So that "come as you are" statement that's in the Bible, it was applicable in this situation. So it was okay for them to wear what they wanted to wear, because he was very literal about you can wear literally "come as you are," because that's exactly what I did. I used to wear pants, shirt, jeans, shirt, t-shirt, whatever. Sometimes I get straight off work in my uniform when I was working at Pizza Hut and go to church. So yeah, he's a good guy, okay? And like I said, I love Jeff, but I don't love the religion, so me and him probably would never meet and see each other again in life. But yeah, the hair. Yeah. Then y'all don't hear me calling him Bishop, because we called him straight Jeff. So that's why I don't do Bishop. I'm calling him by his name, Jeff Stallworth. That was my preacher. But why he got that roller wrap? Jeff. Now Jeff had nice hair. I'm talking about nice head full of hair with a low cut. Y'all, I'm telling you, he did not look like a pimp when I went to that church. That's why at first I didn't know who he was. And I had to zoom the camera in. That's why you saw that picture on my last review. But anyway, Maria's in there, and she decided that she was going to get baptized, because he was like, well, I believe that's a baptism. Oh, Jeff. Oh, I do miss him, though. I don't miss religion. I just miss him. But anyway, yeah, he did a lot for me. I lost my job at Whitfield. There's a fight that broke out, and long story short, and I told him everything that had happened, and he let me work in the church to be able to pay my rent and my car note until I paid me $8.50 an hour. It was good back then. That was like 97, 98. Paid me $8.50 an hour. That's probably the most money I had ever made, because he used to pay me weekly. And I only had to work there like maybe 2-3 days a week. 3 days a week, because I was running a youth ministry. And I would be over the daycare. And I probably go out there when the daycare was open. I probably would stay out there probably about 4 or 5 hours. But it was enough for me to pay my rent and keep my car. So that's why I tell you, when I tell you I love that man and he did things for me, and I know he's sincere with Marie and her children, I can't say anything bad about him. But so anyway, Marie's in there and Zira in there, and then she tells them about the shootout or whatever. And he was like, well, you know, I know you don't feel comfortable in that home. I got robbed in Jackson. Well, I didn't get robbed necessarily, but my car got broken into. And when something like that happens to you, for me, and maybe Marie feels the same way I did, it's almost like you can't even it's almost like that spirit of that person is still with you. Now they want to go back home. I don't know why they want to go back home to that same house. That was the room that Zero was in, was the room that got tore up from the floor up. Now I'm going to skip over to the baptism so I can go ahead and get to this fight. So they went on ahead and baptized Marie down in the water, holy water, blessed water. And, you know, LATESHIA and So Gucci were there to support. And So Gucci was like, dog, I got sprinkled. I might want to go get dipped in the water next time. Child, I got dipped in the dirty water in a lake right outside my old church. That's when I was a Baptist. But I didn't do anything but join when I was a Methodist because I was already baptized. So I didn't have to go through that process. But honey, child, whew, us practicing those Caucasian spiritual beliefs and don't think those are rituals. But anytime something dealing with our own African spirituality comes up, oh, that's not a God. Yeah, because Caucasian people told you it was. We're moving right along. So she get baptized, and we're gonna move on to the taste opening. So we get to the taste opening. LATESHIA and Glenn arrive. Everybody arrives at the taste opening with the exception of Marie. How did I forget it was Marie? Because Marie don't get along with LATESHIA. Well, LATRICE at this point. But so we go from one place to the other. I think we started out at Goddess Links. Tamara was hosting. You see how I don't have anything to say about Tamara other than her host. I don't have anything to say about Greed. I don't have anything to say about the baby. What the fuck? I mean, we spent 3-ish seasons trying to get her pregnant by Greedy and nothing after that. You're going to have to bring it. We need more than hosting. Sorry, Tamara. We need more than hosting, sis. We need more than that. I'm sorry. This is reality TV. You on the show. I'm going by what I see on the show. So anyway, she does the hosting, but she does a great job. The mayor is there. And then LATRICE gets in. They do that thing that I hate. LATRICE gets in the doggone confession and say, oh, the commissioner here, the mayor here, these are the most important people in Mississippi. No, LATRICE. A mayor is a city official. He's the most important person in Jackson. The commissioner is also a city official. The most important person in Jackson, not the state of Mississippi. Shoquay Lumumba don't run what's the count where I'm from. Okay? It's not the mayor here. Okay? Not the mayor in the city where I'm from. Not the commissioner. We have our own. Every municipality in Mississippi has their own mayor, has their own commissioner. Stop. Now I can see if you had Governor Tate up on there. But he wouldn't have came anyway because he's extremely racist. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying. Stop miseducating the folks. And then when you come back and retract it, like you said that So Gucci was the best realtor in Jackson, you make yourself look like you're a liar. Okay? Now, move right along. Let's get to the fight. So everything opens up like, okay. Well, first of all, let me just say there was greetings between Gucci and Selena. I don't have no problem with that. Gucci look beautiful in that doggone confession, baby. When I tell you that that's a fly dresser. Now y'all can say what y'all want to say about that arrival outfit, cause you know she arrived in the black Chrysler. I think he said it was 1949. Or did he say 59? Something 40-ish, 50-ish. Classic car. He's a classic man. Arrived in a classic car and rolled out the red carpet for themselves. Child, I can't make this stuff up. JJ is a fool. So he runs into his daughters, Sky and Sanjay, and they curved. They spoke, but in a way, they curved, in my opinion. I didn't see Star there. So Star is the child that is not in the mess. She don't want to be involved in it. I keep telling y'all because Star knows that, and she and Gucci are still close because she knows who was there for them primarily. And of course she has allegiance to her mother as well, but she don't want to get into it because she knows that and understands that, you know, there was a village there at one point. Well, like I said, they grown. So to be messy with their messy mama, they go outside and talk about how, you know, I carried daddy. And they're right there, he bragging about it, child. I can't make this stuff up. Them grown ass women. Stop getting in my comments talking about, don't be saying nothing about Selena and her cheering. Them her cheering. There they are, her children. And my children are my children because they 6 and 7. Okay? But if they get into it with somebody and y'all call them bees by 18, 19, and they acting like it, hey, it is what it is. 6 and 7, my job to protect them. Minors. Grown ass women. Different story. Okay? Them ain't children. Stop with the bullshit. So, people are having a problem with Selena saying that Gucci was beautiful and she didn't just really go in depth on it. She, with the way Carlos edited these shows, she probably did say you look beautiful too. If that ain't no big deal, let me get to the fight. I don't give a damn about all these pleasantries. Let's go. So we go to the fight. This is how I'm seeing the fight, okay? This is my opinion of what happened. Shout out to Tam. Not Tamra on here, because her name is Tambra. Tamra Judd from the OC. Excuse me. Here's what I'm seeing. We get there. Now, mind you, Glenn is on 10 because it's his birthday. Looking a hot damn mess, by the way. So, Willie goes in for the dap. Now, you know it's important when you dap somebody in the black community. Stop acting. Stop showing out. Stop acting like that's not important. So, he curves the dap. So, then they start joning on each other. Y'all, I am telling you that these Jones were serious. Stop with the bullshit. They weren't playing with Willie. They weren't. These were the type of Jones that had truth and sarcasm in it about how they really felt about him. Calling him a woman. Talking about he got his hair follicles done. Follicles. Yes, that's what he said. Follicles. Because they had been saying all damn season that they didn't like the man. He came there trying to be cordial. No ill intentions involved. So, of course, Akeisha is sitting there listening to them rag on her husband. Of course, she's going to say something. Then, Glenn goes and says, now, you don't speak of your penguin-shaped ass wife. Now, I don't like to body shame people, but that's what she shaped up like a penguin. Let's get on into it. Right? And you looking at Akeisha looking as pretty as she wants to look. And then you say, instead of saying, man, you jealous of me, he says, man, he's jealous of Cliff because he got the hot wife. He had to put Cliff's wife in there to make them. And then he said he got a bitch like you. Now, a lot of content creators are saying, did Glenn call Akeisha a bitch? Yes, sir. Yes, he did. Most certainly did. And that's when she started snapping too. You going after my husband, then you call me out my motherfucking name. That's no bueno. No damn bueno. You don't do that. I don't give a damn if this is one of those events where you doing an open. They came to the event to film the show. You lost complete control because that's what you do, Latrice. And instead of your husband being a grown ass 70-something-year-old man older than everybody on the damn show, Woodstock, he should have been standing there saying hello in his language and telling them to don't bring this stuff in my opening. Me and my wife were opening a business. Y'all can cut it right here. But no, he gets involved in the mess. Man, you know I can't stand you. And then Willie like, I don't give a fuck. Look at you and Dumb and Dumb over here. One of y'all looking like a broke ass magician. I'm trying not to laugh when I'm going through that, but he called him a broke ass magician. Whew. I cannot. And so it gets even more escalated. They're calling each other names. Latrice and LATESHIA are sitting there trying to be the women, when the men should have been the ones who saying we're gonna be grown and squash this. JJ sitting there. JJ not involved in it. JJ don't say anything, which he should have been. I think he should have had his boys back, because they tag teaming Willie at this point. I don't think Willie is concerned about him being tag team though, because I think he can handle Cliff and Glenn. Okay, you got one that's damn near 80, and then you got one that's, and then 3 sheets to the wind on top of that. They always throwing digs at the man's sexuality when let's be real. Y'all giving more gay than he is. Let's be real. You in the flashy shirt that look like, I could wear them. And then you looking at that man ping pong when JJ had the strip, which is also questionable. Okay. Because it ain't no bitch in the Willis blood. Broke ass magician. From now on, I will call Glenn the magician. Okay, so the magician, I think he's still feeling salty about that little rap. Baby, come on now. Come on, Glenn. Your raps is whack. They's whack now. He's not the only one that was ragging on your raps. Stop. Let it go. Let it go, Elsa. So they get outside, right? And Akeisha's niece, I think it was her niece, I think she's turned up. Because let me tell you something. If you about to beat my aunt's ass in the parking lot, then I'm gonna jump in it as well. So they all out there brawling in the parking lot. I'm about to give the behind the scenes to you about the fight in a minute. And what we saw on the show, there was nothing that Akeisha and Willie did wrong. Do y'all know that the penguins literally said, waddle waddle like a penguin in them tight ass clothes? Do y'all know that she literally said she been wanting to be me? Now, I admit, I will always admit, Akeisha got on my damn nerves when she worried about that dirty plate with a few crumbs on it that normally happens when your food get catered and you use real plates and shit. It happens. That was 20 on 10. But to say she wants to be you, Ooh, girl, no. She want to be you with a husband that quit his job without you knowing. The men are mad at a man who respects his wife. He want to be mad at you because you moved out your house, then you up there feeding your husband what he telling you to make him crispy pork chop. If you want crispy pork chop, make them yourself. Okay? You gonna eat these pork chops the way I give them to you. Right? The man is controlling. These men are controlling on this show, and then they look at a man like Willie, who lets his wife have a voice. They consider him a punk, a simp, what's Sierra's husband name? Russell Wilson, if you will. Is it Wilson? I think it's Wilson. Y'all want to see, for the majority, men want to see women dogged out. You don't want to see women with a voice. If you get with me, I'm gonna have one. You tell me what to do. Not we both grown. We both grown. And just because you got a dick swinging between your legs, that don't mean you know more than I do. As a matter of fact, you probably know less. Get the fuck out of here. Not. And then, with the exception of Cliff, because he has business acumen, then on top of that, Willie gave your punk ass a compliment. Well, you can say what you want to say about him, but he is a great businessman. Woo, that was a big dick move. What y'all did? Cliff and Glenn started the whole thing just like Selena started with So Gucci. And I stand on it. But see, y'all can't defend So Gucci, just like this whole situation with Melody. You can't defend So Gucci without sounding like, or defend Willie without sounding like a hypocrite. So you have to throw in, but no, everybody in the situation was wrong. Selena was wrong. She started it with So Gucci. And Cliff and Glenn were wrong for starting with Big Willie style. And that's that on that. So, at the end of the episode, the Bells decided they didn't want LaTesha to be a Belle anymore. Foolishness. You want Selena to remain a Belle and not a Keisha when she fits the aesthetic. Child, bye. Go on somewhere with that. And see, the thing about it is, because Keisha put the show together, and since Akeisha and So Gucci have spoken out against Carlos, I think she thinks she's going to find favor in whatever his decision is. But Carlos has made it clear. Nobody could kick anybody off his show, especially if they're under contract. Okay? Stop with the bullshit. Yeah, they might be able to ask out, but LATRICE, you so fucking wishy-washy. You were the person that they iced out last year. I can't make this shit up. So, let's get to the after show. Because that's what that was between LATESHIA and LATRICE. I'm going to sum it up by saying they said that Akeisha had people pull up. So did you, LATRICE? You going to say that it was invite only. From what I saw on the show, inside your place of business, they only had the little girl in the pink. Okay? Now, she might have had other people pull up once she felt like she was going to get jumped on by your cousins from the Canyon. We know how y'all get down in Canyon, Mississippi. Okay? Okay? We know. So, she knew too. So, maybe she had her folks pull up. You were up there talking about, well, my cousin stumped a monkey hole in her cousin's asses. And that means what? So before her nephew passed, he calls her and tells her that somebody stole his phone. Just because production gave the phone to Akeisha, that don't mean it was stolen, girl. What the fuck? Stolen would be Akeisha literally walking up to him and taking a phone out his pocket or wherever it was and saying, "Oh, I got a phone to you." That was not the case. It was a brawl. So wherever that damn phone landed, it landed. And to send somebody over there to that lady's house and tell them to come up off their phone was wrong. The lady said she don't have the phone. Just because you were able to do a scan and find the phone at Akeisha's address, that don't mean she still had the phone. That don't mean she still wanted the phone. Her cousin said she threw the damn phone out the window when she realized it wasn't Akeisha. She thought it was Akeisha's phone. And that's probably what happened. That's probably probably why you picked up on the ping from in that general vicinity. If she says she don't have the phone, she don't have the phone. What's she gonna do with it? LATRICE, I want you to use your logical thinking, businesswoman. What is she gonna do with the phone? Your nephew is gone on to glory. So you want the phone back. It's not a valuable asset to her. It's not like it's a diamond necklace. It's a phone that probably had a code on it that she can't get into. What purpose would it serve for her to keep? So I don't think Akeisha is lying about saying she don't know what a phone is or didn't have a phone or didn't touch the phone for that matter. There's no value in this phone. Okay? Think about that thing now. Leave that lady alone about the damn phone. Okay? And if her niece has it, niece, cousin, whatever it was, if she has it, what is she going to do with it? When I tell you the phones have so much technology on them, especially our phones where you can't get in them, what's she going to do with it? And pawn shops don't want you cell phones no more. There's no value in the phone. Even if her niece did have it, where's she going to sell on the black market on eBay? Nobody want a lock phone. Child, I can't make this shit up. Anyway, so they go on to say that Akeisha had people pull up. Shit, you think I ain't gonna call nobody? Me and my sister it's just the two of us. And we always say we might get our ass monkey stomped, but people gonna know we were there together. And we been there, fought 5 bitches by ourselves. Because they decided they want to jump on my sister. 5 bitches. Okay? Damn near the whole street. And I don't think we lost that battle. Because it was 5 of them and it was 2 of us. And more of them had cuts and bruises than we did. I'm just saying. Okay? I don't blame Akeisha in that instance. It's just her and Willie. And then you got canned people rolling up on them. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Akeisha knows how Ken get down. And the Peel Hatch posse. And y'all sitting up there in that damn live acting like y'all ain't nothing y'all can do to clean it up. Because if things hadn't transpired in that damn restaurant from the beginning with your husband, LATESHIA and LATRICE, then the incidents that occurred subsequently after the fact wouldn't have happened. And that's my take on it. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. And don't forget to share the video. Why? Because sharing is caring. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chuck them up. Deuces.